All right, you talked about how because you then asked Shaq all these questions about how you like to
Hold
be
on,
around.
you're taking my questions and remixing them?
Yes. So this is my job.
Can't stop the rain too.
You talk to old people and you said, why not reach out and get some gems?
For sure.
What is a gem that an OG vet gave to you that is buried in your chest?
Michael Jordan, when I was working out with him in Chicago, and he said, a lot of people love what comes with the game, but don't actually love the game. And that stuck with me. Because the game, everything else comes from the game. You know what I'm saying? Like, no matter what you do after that comes from what you provide on the court and what you bring. So that stuck with me forever.
It's honestly why, okay, I'm going to say something, and I hope this doesn't get clipped out, like whatever. That phrase,
message,
more than an athlete, which I think was important because it came at the foot of that shut up and dribble when that happened. And then it turned into more than an athlete. And then from that, I think athletes were like, oh, I'm not just an athlete. I'm also this, and this. Sure. But they also forgot that the athlete part opens up everything. You can do all of that, but like you have God-given ability. You've worked for 15 straight years to get to this point. Don't abandon it now and don't feel guilty. I feel like some athletes feel guilty about being an athlete.
I knew Shaq for Shaq. I knew Shaq for that. I knew Shaq for the dominance on the court first. That was the introduction to Shaq. And then we learned he can do all these things at the highest level, but I knew him as a basketball player first.
Athletes ask me that question all the time. Like, how you do all this stuff? First of all, you got to play and play.
Got to be good.
Drop 30 and 15.
And you got to win. That's first of all. And you got to win all the time.
Think about it. Jokic was this mystery guy. Now he's doing hotel commercials. Because once you win, all that other comes with it. Old heads always talk about the younger generations not being tough or maybe not wanting it as much. You're talking about like being on the court in the rain in Seattle.
Yeah.
You recently had a post that went very viral talking about issues in AAU basketball.
And it's freaking true.
Parents are overbearing. You got to teach these kids toughness and all that stuff. Will we ever get the kid in the rain in Seattle training by himself, or has it gotten to a point now where everything is content and everything is team play?
I think we'll get there, but it's going to be OGs that set that foundation for them to get there. Like even JJ, you brought him up. He's very blessed. Like we have a court at the house. When I was looking at my court, I'm looking at Shaq's. Shaq, how you do it? What did you do? Like I'm watching everything, right? So he's comfortable in that situation, but I got to make it uncomfortable for him in other situations. So he understands that it ain't sweet. You got to do it. And so for me, I'm probably harder on him. And you have a cheat code. Like, I did it.
Yeah.
I can give you the blueprint of how to do it. And sometimes I know I'm just dad, but I have a blueprint to how you can do it. So you have a cheat code. Same with Shaq. That message you're talking about, me and Shaq talked about that. He's like, man, I was coaching my son in Bo and these parents, and I'm like, damn, this is really an epidemic. This has been going on forever. This is Shaq.
And the problem is they see this through their children.
Yes.
And you have to
living through them.
You have to
they're looking at their children as they're going to give them the lifestyle they've always wanted.
Exactly. And so, and it happens when the child goes viral. That's the first.
Yeah.
Second, these rankings. Like I had a guy who told me my son is the number one fifth grader, and I'm like, bro, okay, and he should be. I said, no, you should let him be a kid. What do you mean? I said, bro, 6th grade, 7th grade, like, bro, just see how it pans out.
Right.
What you should do is always encourage them. Don't, camps and that. So again, these parents, these rankings, these going virals, and then these AAU coaches that got deals with these big programs, and they're promising them stuff, and then the killer, the NIL.
That's a whole different.
That's a whole. It's just killing the game. I spoke at LSU the other day, and they said, "What do you think about NIL?" I said, "Well, I can see both sides. For me, college was a place of higher learning. Nobody in my family had ever graduated. My parents said, "You're gonna graduate," and I'm thinking about
a fraternity.
Yes,
you got to be on
all
a team.
that. So I wasn't even thinking about money. And then, I had this conversation with Sharif. He said, hey, man, they want to offer me a shoe deal. I was like, son, your father owns 2 very wealthy shoe companies. Like, you want to come do this? You want to come, do what you like, but, know who you are. Like, you want to get the less money now. Like, me, if I was in college, if we're going to do a deal, we're going to do a deal. Okay, Reebok, you want to sign me? I want 50 for 10 right now. Don't give me no 100,000. Got 100,000. Because my dad told me something one time, it kind of fucked me up. My sophomore year, I was like, we going pro. He's like, nope. And I said, why? He said, bro, we've been broke for 17 years. We can be broke for 18 years. 300 days. And then, so now, in those 300 days, because when I came out my sophomore year, my mother, after me and my father argued, my mom said, come on. Because me and him was about to go to blows. It was the first time. And he's like, you stand up to me, I like, but you're not going pro. I was like, I'm going pro. That. My mom was like, come on, because y'all going to start fighting. And my mom said, balance a checkbook. And I couldn't balance a checkbook.
That was it right there.
Yeah. And she said, baby, she said, listen, you can do what you want to do, but you're not ready. So now my junior year, when my dad said, we've been broke for 18, I was like, okay, in these next 300 days, I'm going to learn a little bit about business. So I took accounting, I took all my marketing, I took all it. So my junior year, when she said balance that checkbook, my was pretty than
Mine
zero and boom,
plus
boom, boom.
110.
Yeah, and 15% from she's like, okay, you're ready. So
now you're bringing up something else, which is parenting a child after you've achieved a dream and then they have a dream. That sounds really fucking hard. Like, how has it been for you guys?
You just have to be real. Like I told my boys, I said, hey, it's only 2 people that have accomplished what you're trying to accomplish. It's more now, but I would say 3 now. Grant Hill grew up like you grew up. Kobe grew up like you grew up. And Steph Curry grew up like you grew up.
Gotcha.
But the difference between them and
Pat
us
Mahomes.
and Pat Mahomes, but the difference between us and them is them motherfuckers overwork. They overwork. So with that name on the back, you're going to have to overwork.
Yep.
But the good thing about me, I never wanted any of my kids to play basketball. I don't. If you want to play, cool. If you don't, find me. I want them to be like I got 7 children. I wouldn't mind a fucking veterinarian, doctor, a music exec, makeup line. Like I want to be able. So that's why I put it out to the world. Before you get some of this cheese, you need 2 degrees.
Yeah.
And like I tell them now, because they're starting to get old, say, you want to get a business and you want me to fund it, write it down. What do you mean write it down? Say, bro, business fucking plan.
Yeah, that's the version of your mom saying balance the checkbook.
Yes, business plan. But so I have, look, man, I got 7. I don't like using this word. I ain't never had no problems with none of my babies. So
yeah,
I'm blessed.
And for me, it's dope because he's obsessed with it. Like he really wants this on his own. I have a video. He's never even seen this. This is going to be the first time he hears it. I have a video of him. My wife put like a court in his room, like a little court. And it had
Damn, your house that big?
No, it ain't. It's a little baby, the old Dr. J court. It's a little court.
I had the Dr. J.
Right, it's a little hoop.
What you mean court?
What?
Dude,
You
it was
said court.
yeah, but he's okay. It's like 6. It's like the size of this table,
Yes.
probably.
But she made it.
Okay.
She
It was
made
like a
it,
play school hoop.
Yes, and she made a sport court for the flooring.
You got a sport court in your son?
Let's stop that. So look, he's on there. He broke the rim. I have video. I'm gonna show it to you. He's on there playing basketball with no hoop. He on some nutso shit. I'm like, oh, okay. This is why we built in the gym, right? Because then COVID hits and everything else. But he's obsessed with it. 12 o'clock at night, New Year's, he's in the gym. He's obsessed with being good and being great, and that's what's dope about it.
I see him at the top of lists. How do you not let that ego creep in?
I told him before, I said, I don't care if you're ranked 1 or 1,000. Tunnel vision. We're not worried about that's kid shit. We're not worried about that. You're gonna have haters, you're gonna have people that love you, and you're gonna have everything in between. We're on a mission. And if you're on this mission, then let's go. But you gotta have tunnel vision. And so for him, he's locked in. And to his credit, he doesn't get caught up in that. And I'm thankful for that.
I had a serious proud dad moment the other day. My son made the dean's list at Texas Southern.
Congrats.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Shakir, my twin, like that. Like as a dad, I felt something like,
You was more proud of that than any Bucky has ever
I'm more
scored.
proud of that because you know me, I'm thinking, fuck, I could put him with this company. I'm already
COO opening.
That's what, like, I'm already like he can run the rebound, he can run the shot, I'm already thinking like it was a great moment.